folks, as we conduct this interview, check out destinyforever.com. Check out these cool bracelets right here that we are rocking today. These are from destinyforever.com. And Enson Inoue is the creator of these beautiful pieces of jewelry here. I got quite a few of them, actually. Welcome, Enson. How are you?
Good, man. Real good.
Thank you for waking up early. I know you guys are a couple hours behind. But we had to talk to you about that incident, man. I saw that over the weekend. I was like, whoa, that was some crazy stuff. First of all, you know, why are you trying to take something that isn't yours? Why are you trying to take something without paying for it? What kind of a varmint are you? And then what kind of a dummy are you to do it where there's an MMA legend behind the counter? Oh, man, that guy. Anyway, Enson, I still can't believe what I was watching. And, credit to yourself. I don't know if in the end you wanted to give that guy another chance to just, maybe do something different with his life or whatever. You told him how you felt. And, I guess maybe you can fill in the blanks once he got outside the door, but you let him go. But for a while there, it didn't look like you were going to let him go.
Yeah. I really have a real pet peeve about it because especially with the day and times now, there's a lot of crime going on. And a lot of times, the police arrest them and they get out on bond or bail right away and they're doing it again. So when that happened, until that happened, I really didn't know myself what I would have done. And I always thought that I just start beating him up and, but I don't know. I just didn't feel like laying hands on him was warranted at all. I mean, trying to steal the money. I mean, that's a big thing. Yeah, trying to steal the money clip. He didn't really get away with it. I just didn't think it was warranted.
Right. And so I wanted to ask you, what kind of conversation? I could hear a little bit of the audio, but at first he was denying it. But then you were pretty sure that he had done what he did because you basically took a quick inventory, saw what was missing, and then I think you probably read his face as well. There was a look of guilt.
No, the reason why I saw it in his hand.
Oh, okay.
I saw a little flash in his hand, and that was a silver money clip. And he was acting weird. And, when he first came in, he didn't have a mask on. And that's one of the rules of the building that before they entered, they needed a mask. So I asked him to put on a mask. He kind of looked at me like, and then he put it on. And then the thing with right now, because of the pandemic and because of contact tracing, everyone has to sign in. And everyone has to make an appointment.
Oh, so wow.
Everyone has to go on my website, make an appointment, and there's the open times. They click on the slot, and they're able to come in. So I asked him right away, did you make an appointment? And, the first feeling I got, he was really cocky to me. He looked at me and said, I don't have a phone. How can I make an appointment? So right there, I knew it wasn't going a good way. So my whole thing was thinking to de-escalate it, get him out of the shop. And that was my biggest priority. And he decides to turn around and start looking at something in the shop. And then it's funny because the place he turns around and looks is at where all the diamonds were. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the last place I want this guy standing with his back face blocking the whole counter. So I got up and walked around the side, and I noticed he had his mask on, but he was touching some of the bracelets that had diamond studs in them. So I just thought it was just too sketchy. So I told him, hey, if you don't have an appointment, I'm going to have people that come in with appointments, and you're going to have to leave. And he said, I don't have a phone. How can I make an appointment? He said it again. And he started walking down the shop, and I kind of got a little upset, and I said, you got to get out of the shop, man. And then when he turned, I saw in his hand there was a flash of the money clip. And that's when I started trying. If you notice, I actually did try to grab him once, and he kind of ran away.
Right.
So I'm glad I didn't get a hold of him because he probably would have struggled, and it probably would have escalated somewhere that I wouldn't want it to escalate. So I guess it worked out for the good, huh? He didn't get away with the money clip. I'm not getting any charges pressed on me. We'll see though, because when I walked him out of the shop.
Wait. Yeah. Why would charges get pressed on you?
What's that?
Why would charges get pressed on you? Is there?
Well,
is that what you're about to fill us in? What happened outside?
In Hawaii, a lot of that happens where if someone comes into your house and you lay hands on them and somehow it's not warranted. For me, I believe that they're in my on my property. They're in my house or in my shop. But there's a lot of guys in Hawaii that's actually got prosecuted because of that, and I don't need anything like that right now. So yeah, escorted him out of the building, and then when he left and he got far away, he turned around and started cussing at me, and told me that he's gonna come back and cut me up.
Damn.
So I even hesitated on going and getting him right there and grabbing him, and the thought went through my mind, and I had customers coming, and I just didn't think it was worth it. But I do need to tell you that if I do see him back at the shop, it will be a very different energy level that I'm going to produce towards him.
That guy's a nut. He comes back, man. You know what? He needs to not only make an appointment, he needs to do Enson Inoue.
People on drugs, they don't know what they're saying, so
yeah,
I gave him that benefit of the doubt.
Enson, you should have told him, get a phone, make an appointment, and also Google Enson Inoue. I think you may lose the customer at that point, but at least you won't have to break a knuckle on his face.
I do regret something, though. I wish I turned around, locked the door.
Oh.
And verbally just let him know what kind of situation he's in and what actually really could happen if he did it to the wrong person, and really make him shit. I did a lot of Yakuza negotiations in Japan, and I'm able to make Yakuza shit. So I'm pretty sure I could have made this tweaker shit. So that was one of my things that I wish I did. You know what's really crazy? I got 4 messages from 4 other companies in this area that messaged me and said, hey, that guy was giving us problems too. And I actually had a shop that was a girls' salon just down the street that actually told me that 2 hours later, he was banging on their door. So this guy's a problem, man.
There was a movie called Bronx Tale with Robert De Niro and Chaz Palminteri in the mid-'90s. Did you see it?
No, but Robert De Niro, then it's probably some type of mafia movie, huh?
Yeah. In that movie, there's a biker gang that comes into the local neighborhood bar, and the Italian boss, played by Chaz Palminteri, says, hey, why are you guys acting the way you're acting? And the bikers say, no, we're here to drink a beer. Come on, give us a chance or whatever. And he goes, okay, give these guys a beer. It's on me, blah, blah, blah. But those bikers had a reputation of rousting bars. And so in the middle of that, the bikers get their beers, and then they start spraying the bartenders. So they came to basically cause trouble, even maybe pick a fight. And guess what the mobster boss does? He goes, hey, that wasn't very nice. He goes, now I got to ask you to leave. And they go, fuck you, we're not leaving. How about that? He goes to the door and locks it. And he's wearing a suit, by the way.
Shit.
So when you said what you said about locking the door, it reminded me of that movie because it's perfect. There's a little quick narration where one of the kids goes, I'll never forget their faces. All of their guts and had been taken out of them basically because they knew something was about to happen. And sure enough, a few mob guys come out from the back room and it was a great brawl. It's a great movie. You'd love it. I'll text it to you. But it's exactly what you described.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. Maybe I can handle these situations better if I check that out.
Hey, bro, were you able to get that video or no?
Yeah. No, I can definitely show it here. I have it. I'm going to share it with the screen here. But you can see, like, he is just really acting strange from the get-go.
Yeah, it's like Carrot Top straightened out his hair.
Yeah, but
yeah, you already knows this guy's not on the right level, energy level, man. He's different.
And
so he takes off his hoodie so we can get a clear shot of his face.
I was gonna ask you, throughout the whole process, could you just tell right away from the moment he walked in that he had that weird vibe to him? Because, like you said, like even guys that you know are possibly thieves or pickpockets or whatever, just wouldn't you want to wear a mask? Like, I mean, this guy's like a terrible criminal to start with, but he did have that kind of vibe where you can tell. Basically, where my question is going is old Enson Inoue from say maybe 10 years ago. You once told us that now you feel like you have more things to lose. How would events of 10 years ago happen?
Well, I really don't like the old Enson, and I'd like to put the old Enson behind me. And the old Enson would have done things that I probably would have regretted today, but it would have really got physical really fast, and it would have when I saw the money clip, I think he probably would have been going to the hospital. You know, I hear stories about myself long ago, and I really don't like that person. So I knew I was getting to that point because I was getting a little nervous. I could feel myself, you know, my heartbeat going up, and it scared me because I almost felt like the old Enson's coming out again. I know he's not gone. I like to believe he's gone, but I know he's still in there, and I just hate these situations that just almost bring him about. So, but yeah, 10 years ago, man, this would have been really bad. So I'm glad it's 10 years later.
Enson, talk a little bit more about Destiny Forever since we got you on. How's that going? Have you expanded? You know, you have a pretty big shop there. That what I was looking at, I didn't expect it to be that big. It seems like you sell a lot of different types of merchandise.
Yeah, so customers come in and they line up their like a personal bracelet. So as you can see, I'm super busy because this is what I have to make yet.
Oh wow!
These are all the custom lineups that people have come in and made.
Very cool.
And you know, it's I got a wall of fame too up here. I got to get your guys' picture posted.
Nice.
Very cool.
So I got a wall where all the notorious fighters and people that have their bracelets on. So yeah, I just come to Hawaii every so often because of the pandemic. This is the first time I was able to come since February. So as you know, if I can't come to Hawaii, the shop is closed, and I've been paying rent since February. And I had to make this trip. I mean, when I get back to Japan, I have to quarantine for 14 days. But I had to get out here because the company account has been depleted because I've been paying the rent every month for 9 months now without ever being able to have business. The only revenue that actually kept this business actually still open is the website. So, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, the pandemic is something nobody could plan for, and yeah, we got to deal with it. But I'm here now. Business is really good, and I'm always praying that this pandemic ends, man, because I miss going into you guys' studio. I miss going to Vegas, seeing you guys, being on your show. But thanks for having me today, man. This is so awesome. See you guys again. Like I'm actually in the show.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You definitely were a frequent visitor. Can't wait for those days to come back. I think this vaccine definitely that's coming in early 2021 is going to be a godsend for everybody. So, hey, listen, thanks for spending some time with us today here on MMA Junkie Radio. I'm glad that you were able to not go back to the Enson of old. And look, you're here with us now. There's no police report to file. Hopefully this kid just changes his life or whatever, or they just grab him, you know. But I'm sure someone will tell him if he recounts the story, you know, who he almost got mixed up with, and it wouldn't have been a good day for him.
If he comes back, I'll fit it and message you guys, man.
Okay. All right, Enson. Have a good one. Enjoy your day, all right?
All right, you guys take care of it.
Aloha.
Be safe out there, man. Shoot.
All right, you too. We'll see you.